Hey everybody, and welcome to Yoga Shorts. My name's Lola. I'm with the Sharon Forks Public Library, part of the Forsyth County Library System in Georgia, inviting you to take a step away from your busy day, to take a break for yourself, to move the body a little bit, and hopefully move back into the day feeling a little bit more refreshed or more relaxed. Always take care of yourself. If it hurts, don't do it, and be cautious of any information that you've been given by a professional regarding exercise. So today we're going to be doing a seated mountain and a seated goddess pose. So mountain pose is really a foundation of a lot of poses as far as setting a firm foundation with your feet and letting the upper body move as well. So before we get started, first let's just take a moment to settle here. Now that we've had a moment to step away from our day. So close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, otherwise send your gaze towards the ground. Your hands can rest in your lap. And go ahead and take a moment to let your body settle down. Check in with your body. Notice your feet touching the floor or the ground. Let your attention travel up your spine. Relax your shoulders. Release any tension you've been holding in your jaw. Relax your eyes. That space around your eyes, the spot between your eyebrows. And let that just melt into relaxation now. Begin to notice your natural breath rhythm. Feel the ebb and flow of your breath. The inhale creating space in your body. And the exhale allowing any extra tension to go. And then take a deep breath into your belly. And allow that breath to leave the body. Another deep breath all the way down into the belly. And let that go. And one more deep breath. And imagine any remaining tension flowing away on the exhale. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. And then allow your eyes to reopen or refocus. So I'm sitting outside on a porch and there's a lot of bird activity going on today, which is really cool to have nature joining us as well today. So first we'll just establish our firm foundation with our mountain pose. Allow your feet to be about hip width distance apart and make some adjustments, lifting your toes off the ground, even if they're in shoes. Just rock back on your heels and then set the toes down and lift up your heels and then replant your heels down on the ground. So you get a nice firm foundation there. So your knees are over your shin, perpendicular to the ground. So allow the hips to be settled in on your chair. Maybe sitting, if you're in a regular chair, about halfway back, so you're not leaning against the back of the chair, just sitting towards the center of the chair. If you're on a sofa or a bed, same thing. Just make sure you're sitting far enough back so that you're stable and you have a firm base. So notice the seated posture that you have. Allow your shoulders to align above your hips as much as they can, and then imagine your ear aligning with your shoulders. Your hands can be very relaxed in your lap. And allow your gaze to be right ahead of you. Let the chin tuck in a little bit and imagine that the jawline is kind of parallel to the floor. Let's see how that feels. And as we settle into our mountain pose, you have a little bit of pressure onto your feet. So activating the muscles in your feet and legs. So just pushing down a little bit, activating that lower half of the body. Take a couple breaths here, keeping those legs active. And then let's get the arms involved. So inhale and send your arms up overhead, and exhale, let them relax. Inhale again, arms up overhead. Exhale, relax the arms. One more inhale, arms up overhead. And then allow the arms to relax down. Circle back around into the lap and let your breath be its natural rhythm for a breath. So we've been in our mountain pose. Our feet are firm. We've established this foundation. We're going to move into a seated goddess pose. So with goddess pose, our legs are a little bit wider apart. So allow your legs to come comfortably wide. The main thing to notice, let your feet rest naturally out so that if you were squatting, your knees would be coming out over your feet. So make any adjustments that you want to make with your seat and check your back to make sure. You may feel it's a little more curve in the back. You don't want your hips turned way out to the back. Try to keep them fairly neutral. Your hands can rest on your knees. So first, let's just take a breath here with our legs in position. And again, you can press down with the feet. Activate the legs. Inhale here and exhale. Let's take 2 more breaths, pushing down with our legs, activating the lower half of our goddess pose. And on the exhale, release any pressure that you have had in your legs. So now we're going to also engage our arms in goddess pose. So the arms are going to move into what kind of looks like a cactus position with your arms. So your legs remain in this position. We're going to press down with our feet, and we're going to inhale and send our arms up in our cactus arms. Engage those legs, pressing down with the feet, inhaling and exhaling here. And check in with your arms. See if you can imagine those shoulder blades coming a little bit closer together, maybe the elbows a little further back. Don't want to stress or strain. Just see if you can open up that front chest a little more. Inhaling and exhaling. Remember, press down with the feet. Let's hold this for 3 breaths. Pressing with the feet, letting the shoulder blades come towards one another, the elbows back a little bit, and our cactus arms. And then on your next exhale, allow the arms to rest, heel, toe your feet back together to the central neutral position. Take another nice deep breath and let it go. And we'll let our shoulders come up towards our ears for just a moment. Circle them back a little bit and gently let them drop down, and we'll do it 2 more times. So inhale as your arms come up. Circle them back a little bit. Exhale down. 1 more time. And exhaling down. Good. So we've practiced our seated mountain and our seated goddess pose today. So with mountain pose, you want that firm foundation, your feet firmly planted, activating your legs by pushing down a little bit into the ground while letting your torso be upright, your shoulders lined up with your hips, and maybe your ears over your shoulders. And then moving into goddess pose, where we took a wider stance and then moved our arms into more like cactus arms. So give these a try. The mountain pose you can do anytime pretty much, when you're seated in a chair, on a sofa, on the side of the bed. Activate the legs a little bit, sit nice and tall. Goddess pose also you can do in a chair. Mainly you need to be able to take a little bit wider stance. Activate the legs on both of these poses to make them more of an active pose. So I do hope this finds you doing well. Continue to take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you next time.